We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Corral looking to pass, second down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Return that time, 26 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Willis. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
To try again after the sack. Willis got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Willis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Corral with it, first down here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On second down, they'll run it here. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis from the gun on third down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better.
Corral lost it. The ball is out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Amari Barno. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Willis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. The Titans at 11-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Down to the 42, second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Corral. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Past the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 25-yard line. Corral getting right back to it after the pick 6. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Corral with it on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Corral, they'll try and set up the screen to Hines. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
Third and long. Corral sliding out of the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 right.
Third down, it's Willis.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Corral.
Taking a shot here for Marshall.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. That time on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down to the 36-yard line here. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
36 to Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
To throw, here's Willis.
flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing on second and long. Willis. And he comes back with one complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On first down, Corral. And he will find his man on the outside. Here's Corral on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Watch 18 tight, 19 tight.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw, Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their deep
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Moore, the man in motion.
Corral to throw on second down.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third and long. Here's Corral.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Harold Landry.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
On 2nd and 10. Willis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Willis wants to pass it again.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Trap 60. Oh, you got deep. 51, Mike 51. Let's go deep.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Titans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their 25-yard line. They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Corral. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play action. Here's Corral. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
53's the mark. 53, check 53.
On 2nd down and 4. Corral. He'll check this down to Hines. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Watch 18. 18's the mark.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. And this is incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Willis to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Willis. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook.
Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, here's Corral. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
first down throw here for Corral. Buying time to his left. Finding more on the out route for the completion. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Number 53, Mike 53. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the run. Right.
Again, it's Corral. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. First down. Here's Corral with it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
3 bucks. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Corral. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
And if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 19-yard line. Here's Corral on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Any day. Mike 53. 53. Mike.
From the 24, Corral. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Mike 53. Here we go. Hey, smash. 53's Mike. Check. 53's softball 18. What's the curl? 53's the Mike. 53. Check.
Corral to throw on first and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
53. Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, we got it.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Moore, the man in motion. Corral to throw once again. Being chased out left. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Mike. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Corral. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Corral. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go defense. Here we go.
Again, it's Corral. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A give, running right, it's Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Corral. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Corral with it, 1st down here. Hit as he throws, he lost the football, it's loose. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
One final play for Corral. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Titans, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.